things kind of all work together. And what I'm going to show you here in a moment is an example that I use in my business to help build my email list so that I can continue to provide value. Every single month, I send out a monthly newsletter to my ideal customer, my best buyers. And I do it in a way by offering them some value up front. So if you'll bear with me for un momento, por favor, we're going to jump over to this screen. So here is my initial funnel. And I start this by doing personalized outreach on LinkedIn. So when I create a connection on LinkedIn, I give this thing away for free. And it is a quick little guide, PDF download guide. And it doesn't cost anything to them. Just give me an email address, tell me where to send it, and it'll be in your inbox. And then I follow up with, if you'd like to continue to receive information like this, and let me guide you through building the marketing engine of your attorney practice, your law firm, whatever their current function is, then they can do that. They can stay on my list. So this is building a funnel that I can follow up with people who already know, like, and trust me, and reach out and actually make them paying clients eventually. It's very, very important for my business, but it's easy to do in a service-based business. So I'm going to focus on service for this example, and then we're going to jump over to a product type business and give you two different examples of something that are very similar in nature as far as their funnel structure. So in this one, it's just, I personally did this. I just used a screen recording program to capture my screen, and I created a little video that just goes over and a slide form, and I use the barest bones of templates to do this. And I use a Mac, so I'm using Keynote, but if you have a PC, you could use PowerPoint. Or if you have a Mac, you can use PowerPoint too. I like Keynote better. It's prettier. But that's my personal preference. So you can kind of see that I'm building some value on the front end, giving them exactly what it's going to get. So it's a guide to get you more 5-star reviews on Google. And what you actually learn in the video is that this same technique applies to any review platform that you prefer. So attorneys use different sites like Justia, and some others that they focus in on sometimes not. So Google is always a good place to go because it's the largest search engine on the planet, which is always great. So that's where I really focus that attention, give them some quick, easy steps so they can immediately see the value that they're going to get by downloading the thing. And then after that, I've got them. They're on my list. So the next example I'm going to show you is from a mentor of mine. His name is Frank Kern, brand new from Frank Kern. And this is an older book that he has actually written and then rewritten, released some updated versions of. But it too is an opt-in kind of thing. So you get down the page, pretty far down the page. He likes to do these long sales letters to kind of prove that his audience is in it for the long haul. If they were willing to get this far down the page, then he kind of knows that they are going to actually convert into a paying customer. And so he charges $5.60 to get this book. Again, it's a PDF. So you can send me the book, opens this order form page. You just fill out some information, and then you're not only on his list, but he's offering you a one-time upsell. So this is a great way to start maximizing the value that you've already given to somebody, giving them more value, but offering them to pay you some more money. So this is an upsell opportunity for him. And in this, I won't go through the whole funnel because it's probably, if I remember correctly, 7 different steps of making offers so that you pay him more money each time, each one more devious than the last, all of them giving much more value than he's actually asking for in the cost there. And then this is also a book funnel on the front end, but this one does it a little differently. So Frank Kern, straight up charge of $5.60. But what this book, the .com Secrets book, written by Russell Brunson, he is actually charging he's giving you a free plus shipping offer. So you'll see that you can get the book and you can reserve your free copy now, and they'll send you a physical book in the mail. They'll also give you a PDF. They also give you a whole bunch of other stuff for, let's see, was it $9.95? There we go. So if I click through here, very similar form, you get the input here. I'll just go through the process because I've already actually done this. So it's not going to impact me, but you'll see that he too gives you those upsell opportunities. So it's a great way to make a little bit more on something that you've already done once. You've created a book. In this case, he's offering the audiobook version, which he wrote the book. He then read the book on record, and he's offering that for $37, where he's offering the book, the do-it-yourself, for just paying the shipping. So it's a pretty interesting offer. And I know this for a fact. He's made multiple tens of millions of dollars just by selling this book on the front end. Now, his front end offer, he might not always make a whole lot of profit on, but that's why he has these upsell offers, these one-time offers. And then if we went through the full funnel and bought the book, paid for the shipping, he, just like Frank Kern, would have more unique offers to upsell you on. So it's a very easy way to not only build rapport with your customers and give them more value, prove to them that you can help them by actually helping them on the front end, but then you offer them something to maximize the value that you're already giving them, whatever that may be. It could be a next step, could be an additional product, could be a product that is not yours. Maybe it's someone you partner with. So if we were selling, just as an example here, websites to local business owners in the South Bay, we might also offer, would you like to get a professional local photographer to help build the better photography for your website? In which case we could partner with Taras and say, we're going to do a photo shoot and we're going to offer it as an upsell. And instead of charging his normal rate of $13,000, we're only going to charge you $7,000 because you already are part of this opportunity. Now, Taras gets a brand new client, all of that $7,000, and we made a new customer as well. We all win. It's great. So you can think of things about maximizing the value of your customers and your interactions by continuing to give them more and more value. And this is just another opportunity. If you start to leave the page, they drop down the order form and say, are you sure you didn't want to just buy the book? Kind of cool. I have been talking a lot, 10 full minutes exactly. Who has questions? I've blown you all away. I love it.
On silence.
Matt, you mentioned the difference that you were going to show service and product, and I apologize. I had to kind of focus on the breakout rooms, but did you note the difference between selling on product and service?
Yes. So the services is what I went over first. So I do SEO for my customers. Part of what we do as the SEO practice is leading with helping them get better reviews and helping them actually get customers to review them. So that's what we went over the first, of giving them that get more 5-star reviews on Google. Had to actually read it.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's an easy way to do that. If you have another service though, you could do it as an introduction funnel. So you could say free consultation, and that could be the introduction to your funnel. And then you could build on the value after that. What I like to do is take a piece of the services that I provide for money and just document that whole process and give it to someone so that they can do it themselves if they want to. And then if they don't want to do it themselves, after learning about it, they're like, wow, that's a lot of work. They just hire me. So I end up making money. That's my services offer.
So then if in the case of, let's say, Hale, for example, with Hale, is there a piece of your puzzle that you give away as a teaser?
My dog started barking right when you were finishing that, but I'm going to assume I understood what you were saying. So in the case of Hale, who does a service using sometimes physical objects, you could document a part of your process that you do and say, if you like, let's take family albums for the last 50 years. Maybe someone's got that. What's the first thing that they could do to start getting into the organizing process? You could document that out into a simple 5 or 10 step process, and you could document that into a PDF, give it to them, or you could do it as like a video course, kind of like the SEO bootcamp that we're going to showcase here in a second. You could, document that process for them and say, over the next 10 days, I'll show you exactly what to do to get started with organizing your family photos for the last 50 years. And that could be your introductory free offer. So you do it once and you can offer that to literally everyone for years to come. You don't necessarily have to update it very often, unless you find, oh, I've discovered a brand new process that makes this super easy. and I'd like to give you that, then you could update it that way. And then once they've gotten to day 6 or 7, and let's assume we're going with a 10-day format there, then you can start offering them and say, this process works for me. It's worked for hundreds of my customers, and they all found this amazing value. But they all needed some help when they got to step 12. So you can get them through steps 1 through 10, but once they get beyond that, it gets a little bit harder and they need someone to guide them through that process. That's your opportunity to pitch for your services. Does that answer your question,
Very
Brian?
cool.
Well, I guess maybe it would be more, does it answer the question for Hale?
She said very cool. I'm going to assume maybe.
Fair enough. Yeah.
If it didn't, if you need more guidance.
Personally, I'm still trying to decide if I even want to attract the DIY clients or not. Typically for me, it's people who are like, I don't know what to do. I don't want anything to do with organizing my photos. I don't even know where to begin. But yeah.
I find that too with SEO. They don't, especially for attorneys, they already learned how to do their skill and their trade. Like they don't want to think about how to market their business, let alone get technical into the SEO. So it's like, hi, I exist. I'm over here. I can do that for you. Candace, I think you had a question here. Platforms I use to create funnels. I use ClickFunnels, and I'll put a link in the chat here. It is an affiliate link, but I mean, it's like pennies that I make. It's just something that I like to make. I like to track who I share the information with. So it's kind of cool. And so ClickFunnels, there are competitor platforms out there. There's one called Kartra, Kartra. Let's see. There's tons. There's probably like at least 10 that are very popular, but you could do it with your own website. If you have a WordPress website or a Wix website or a Squarespace website, you can set this up. It's just a multiple page step. ClickFunnels I like because they make the process very easy in providing a one-time offer or a one-click upsell, anything like that. So that's the platform that I typically offer to people. All right, Brian, we're getting close to time, man.
Go ahead and so I messaged you privately, but our MyAdapt story is going to be Candance. So Candance is going to be our MyAdapt story. So if you could go ahead and walk her through that process and spotlight Candance for everybody, that would be great. And I'm almost done with the breakout room. So as soon as you're done with that, I'll be ready to send everybody to breakouts.
All right, perfect. Well, Candance, thank you so much for being with us. First time caller, long time listener, I assume. And so for your MyAdapt story, Brian probably primed you with the questions, but I'll go over them once again.
Sure.
And as you, I'm sure, have been informed, but for everyone else, we do this. You can do one yourself. If you want to tell your MyAdapt story with this community, we'll record it and then give you that recording so you can use it on social media to promote what you've actually been up to in 2020, in 2021, and then let everybody know who your ideal customer is. So Candance, what did you do to adapt to thrive in 2020? And then what did you do, or what are you doing to adapt to thrive in 2021? And then lastly, who is your ideal customer?
Sure. So my name is Candance Simmons. I am a business owner. I own a brick and mortar here in Culver City. It's called All That and More Boutique. And in 2020, what I had to do to adapt and thrive, because we help our clients, it's a women's clothing store, men's accessories, and women's accessories as well. And we were very accustomed to having our clients come in and create personal styling moments for them on each visit. Well, when COVID put us in a position where we had to close our doors, we had to adapt to going from bricks to clicks. So we were moving our clients from coming in to having them actually go onto our website and click through our website. Our clients are mature women who like to enter a room with confidence and great fashion. So to take them from coming into our store to our online website was a very slow process. However, we started doing face-to-face virtual consultations with them where we were inside our store, walking them around virtually and creating a virtual styling experience for them during 2020 when we were not allowed to have clients inside. Once our doors were open and we were able to schedule virtual as well as in-store visits, we began to create those moments following all of the safety protocols and inviting our clients back into our store with social distancing and again all the necessary protocols. Most of our clients are at home, they're Zooming. So we showed them how to not only enter a physical room with confidence and great fashion, we showed them how to enter a virtual space and to be seen and to be heard as they went about adjusting to the virtual world that we are currently living in. So that's what we did in 2020. In 2021, we are looking again to create more opportunities to experience and shop for all that and more, building out our website to make it more appealing to our clients who still want to shelter in place. However, in 2021, we're still offering virtual sessions and we're creating in-store visits that are short, that are private, that are very personable for our clients who want to come out and experience all that and more.
Awesome. And if you want to reiterate one more time, because I think you said it at the top of this, who is your ideal customer?
Our ideal clients are women that are concerned about their appearance, women that want to enter a room with confidence and great fashion. They they either know how to dress right for their body type and their lifestyle. They love quality fashion and they love having an experience when they shop.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Candace.
You're welcome.
Appreciate. All right, I'm going to remove the spotlight from you, and while Brian finishes up, does anyone have any questions for Candace?
I'll cool back down. That was hot.
Okay.
Matt, if you want to head into breaking down the mastermind,
Yes, sir.
That'll be. I think I'm almost ready here. I'm trying to organize. We got an odd number, so I'm trying to coordinate that. But just give me. Oh, okay. So thank you, Michelle. That helps me right there. I appreciate it.
All right. So while Brian's doing that, I'll just make one last pitch. And I realize I didn't update the date on this, but things did launch. So we have a boot camp for those of you that are part of this. Hale and Lisa and Sheila is a part of it, but I don't think she's here. Mr. Dude Wexler is a part of it. I think that's everybody who's here tonight. Colleen, if she gets in there and wants to do it, she has access. She didn't know it until just now, though. But yes, so we've got several people in the mastermind that are already taking advantage of this small business boot camp. It is 6 weeks. It is $99, and we meet. So content rolls out 1 video per week over those 6 weeks. And then we also meet weekly for 30 to 45 minutes, depending on the questions and concerns and comments load that we deal with there. But if you want to join, you can head over to adaptandthrivemastermind.com/SEO-bootcamp. And I'm sure that Sarah Beth is putting that in the chat as we speak. So there we go. Here are the details of the boot camp. We will make sure that you guys have that because I don't want to push this past 6 and want to get everybody into the breakout rooms. But if you're interested in learning how to do SEO for your business, and if you have a website, if you don't have a website and you're thinking about creating one, Candace, it sounds like this might be up your alley there. Then definitely take us up on this offer. It's completely open. You can buy in at any time. You can learn at your own pace. We are going to be continuing these live calls every single week. So if you join and you're not able to make weeks in a row, it's totally fine. We're still here for you. We will be meeting with you, answering all of your questions and problems, as well as if you have a specific concern and you need some more time, I am opening up some of my time as well to give to all of our students there. So,
and we'll be recording this onto our Mastermind Plus platform.
Yes.
So you'll be able to access some of the Mastermind Plus.
Exactly, which is what we're going into there. But I think we're about to jump into boot camp. So before we do that,